Emma ye nipa bi a borebore nyame obo na de oboye soronko na ona ya abode mu ka akira enka baya na ya pomuden ye fa ne sen apomuden mu futufo wosan ye fitie mu futufo ohwe ma titru eye hwehwemu fa ye nipadua ya pomuden ho. It is sisters. My share, talk life, you say no and live well. Medin Nana ya Konedu. As usual, from the day's home, talk life, ya toa baby ya bia, ya bre, na ye nim komwe, ya dane ya huwa basisia. Ene, yene Pastor Anita Bentum Williams. Ebi mo friend a Counsellor Anita Bentum Williams. Ebi ana wo hia ne da oya foforo e wo talk life so. Na brabo mu de nya ho ne ye ba ne da foforo ye beba ho. Ene ye ne ba beka ema ya pomodin. Ye ne ye. La bi no. Ye be focus on pre-menopause and menopause. Me da say. Pastor
Yes, Oba.
The batch to say,
Adumia on swear.
I rather do madam ni crying.
Or the boy in India.
Yes, it's be bien to me. Jedi on what can pay.
Exactly.
In fact, we are daughters of Zion. It's yen no home. What I say, bedasi. But you say feeling kwada no ye.
Obia domara kwa
Ye de radiasi. Ministry to say.
Yeguso.
Uja wedjuma. Sana Ghana Airport.
I'm Ghana Airways.
What we do a Juma Hobby ministry full time?
Yeah. After 13 years, I make a term say I'm quite into ministry.
And then you did.
It was a difficult situation, but I didn't have any. I tried some bargain with God, but it didn't work. Because I love my job.
Okay. But God no anje bribe.
No, so I had to surrender.
Yes. Anyway, how has ministry been?
Yeah, ministry has been good. There are ups and downs, but until you can't complain. We still go on.
Women's health.
Yeah.
How important is women's health to your daily lives?
Women's health is very important because as Obabia, worry and whole family know, our health affects marriages. Especially you do midlife one perimenopause. Perimenopause, yeah, a woman is transitioning from the blood flow, cut time and the blood be easy. And see, hormones no estrogen very low. Hormones ne estrogen and then my reproductive system work with sex drive work and my oba will look beautiful with skin in your fine when you achieve full we fine into say no and not hormones so a ball your organs and hormone into the moment I begin to fall no na affect and you may be brave when you pay anymore into affect when your friend the perimenopause will transition from time a blood ni flow to blood ni be easy. Inti enyeme bebre ba ema yenim. Statistics worldwide shows say 70% of women can't menopause loosely. We use the words loosely, but we don't even understand what it entails and what it does. Inti we are very ignorant. Ena ema ediyenya. And at that period, a lot of women go through mental health issues. And ma becomes suicidal because me can say menopause, perimenopause, menopause, is not a physical disability. It is more of a mental and psychological disability. Into who come obi nim obi to say when I try no be able to say akwa nine. And we can't talk about it because sometimes some of the symptoms are so embarrassing, and sometimes and you affect your temperament, affect your body, and my low self-esteem, killing and my attitude towards people no, as a son.
Every woman, hey, we are your nakakra. akasa ba mu kakra wo kyerɛ ho kakra wanya ne menopause so ideally you discuss menopause as at the end of the road. Should that be?
No, it shouldn't be. It will be that way if you are ignorant about it.
Okay.
But if you are not ignorant about it, there's so many ways you can deal with the situation to sail through it smoothly.
Okay.
For instance, sawunimwa enye bi hawa wo fa ne tra se enya hwe nti wo so ma no ekosa. Like for instance, my emba aware mu say menopause. When who say wo perimenopause na, I call it the trip of a woman. And now we can't avoid it. It's the biological world of a woman. We can't avoid it. And at that time, one major thing is low sex drive, low libido. A do her mabebre unya tinka for sex. You are not just say ukun bo krana unfa ho. Bema na one net no one say you're going through that. You've not educated him, and education has not gone on for him to prepare his mind. Say me yera me worry no edu embrebu a the sex drive be low. Onya tinka obeya dry down there. Emma may enjoy sex unprepared in the mind ebeto no kwanso. Instead to no kwanso a edu honoma etumi ma awari jai. And the side chicks are there because edu honomo a oba anya tinka bema born onene da on feel sometimes like just have your way and just go. That's the attitude of a woman at that time. But it's oba nim say ade oyemi eye part of the perimenopause symptoms na transition am na. She will seek for help. Probably talk to a doctor, gynecologist, a sex therapist if there should be. There are aphrodisiacs, there are lifestyle changes, and some exercises you will do. To kind of curtail that and ebama driving abakakra. But so wunima wujanitra and then we feel say Beman should be okay with it. Beman cannot be okay with it. And saya warrior so much.
And go for fun saying, bra, me no worry at 25, 28. Now I accept your request. Yenyini atinkeja na edum. Apart from atinkeja edum, ya it say nuanom. We've seen it all, so you should accommodate. Should women think like that? No. So if you think that way, upasa wa worry say. Because very man on sexual and on one say on to me control the libido say. Oh yeah, young, many way move one, a quay, but say the unquay intercept Matiase. On one tias, sir. So you have to, the man should help you halfway. But what banus is also wow. Won't mean can say, okay, my sex drive no enya papa. It's okay. I mean, opa ontna, opa onye, and have that attitude at that period. And sweetheart, my main cancer mean show. Statistics also show say a man be brave jaya warrior during perimenopause and menopause. Because they have this attitude, say, on one you're come inside, and you have no no about me have a sex, and I make jaya and no, or coach you a lot psychological with the into a pajana call. And so at that time, no, they make that decision, but some other person setting that things are settling down. We saw a mistake. Then they come to their senses. Into why I say, wouldn't you be to protect the marriage and sana to protect the marriage and sana waka say, oh, me nyahoshi, ne say we are now you want your marriage back. It shouldn't be like that. How will the woman do pre-menopausal stage help herself so that affecting if you will come to how the men can help halfway. But that halfway now, what should the woman do in terms of reaction to issues, body language, receptive of the husband, the kids, and even sometimes the workplace. I thought that, oh, menopause for the only way until she how can the woman help herself?
Okay, first of all, no, I think sometimes when it gets to that stage now, Obabia should listen to herself.
Okay.
Listen to your body.
Okay.
Listen to your body, meaning that from 30 menopause, the first thing to me, a man 50 years now they think about that and a better now because of lifestyle like a woman, GMO genetically modified foods and junks it is affecting the hormones and the estrogen to fall early. Me sure about when you're 27 or when you're menopause.
Jesus.
Or worry now when you're 25 years. If he or any kuntu on wo yepo, or who saw your hot flashes and chills, no kundi no kana on your tinka. Initially, I no kundi feel say, yeah, on penno. Because na papa no was kakakra no we need so say no on penno into no he's having an affair or something. Or Banis was not having an affair. Or Madam Paswa no was sorry about the phone because no when I'm shishene sadie. And after 2 years is when our doctors were able to know that it was perimenopause na all come. Be manager of school by no a teacher. Na be manager ni ko. Packing in na they were living in a rental wage and hoko. Because of her family, untumi manufali 40 years now oniba. He's not married. Well, and see, menopause says here in a bantem. I dear Emma may come once someone much sure who book and say a lot of women or worry say so. Let me change kakra, let me have fun. Kakra no mammy, person me worry say now so be at 27 now. Ebe to me at so. And see, I say, yeah, see, I dream say. Time in New Mayen, and really Mayen, and perimenopause so a come for sometimes 10 to 12 years, and so we do menopause. And some of the symptoms na ebano, so what ya says so menopause, normally no symptoms you honor start to say ebani adia. Doctor oko hospital, doctor bet me who say we age no a woman no. Symptoms ya we associated with age and societies hormones and estrogens in abafom into be a menopause na wo kom. But sometimes and I think that without due respect and sometimes doctors NTM your hospital with issues as women tie ma yen kasa. Sometimes you kwakwana catch and say doctor me feel say menopause because one kasa why your research.
Pastor, a man doesn't want to hear the word menopause, so they may not tell the doctor, say, may suspect menopause, or be called with the hot flashes, or be called with probably the dryness. Hardly will or be called with my hyper, which is also a symptom and also a sign. Hardly will almost say a more of mental thing, into what the physicals are probably very visible. Say my menses a flow, I say easy so beka.
Okay.
Hardly will they report of libido. You know how society has put us in a box in tea. Most people don't feel comfortable saying and I am menopause here, I dear who be the no go area, the no mention thing. And young men, a mesa doctor said, dog I suspect menopause. A bassa, and another doctor catch him some menopause already.
Oba, I think also say a man akasa woman or nya hot flashes na. Mamika hot flashes and sometimes the crowd blood pressure call upper. When hot flashes. And see, or bad will horn more fool say, a blood pressure now, but onim say a symptom. I can give you more than 100 symptoms that a woman experience between the perimenopause and the menopause. We can talk about some of it.
Let's do.
Okay, we'll do that period now. Well, blood pressure spikes. Your sugar, your blood sugar goes up. Your cholesterol goes up. It's like a jigsaw. A cough from now, now sometimes no. Some of the symptoms, it is related to the menopausal symptoms, like when you hot flashes for a minute, now when you chills, now when you subrim, now balance, won't mean balance, which your whole new subrim, if I said was so sad, you can't balance well, sometimes these underlying factor sicknesses, edisa and yamaneba. But a bit so na your menopause, adrenaline surges. Say in your menopause, we have adrenaline surges. Blood need to flow, rushing into the body. Now we have palpitation. Now I come your no chest are tight, and then anxiety sets in, and a whole lot of brain issues, the fear of death. Let me tell you, women, fear of death is one of the symptoms of menopause. We do say age now. Because the what you are going through, no, probably there are sharp pains in your breast. What for Google? What for Google? Google say when you sharp phone woman and now what much a pain a bar. I just say maybe a breast cancer near there. What hospital? What mammogram near there? But still, something is telling you say, my breast. Sometimes it is menopausal symptom.
If you cry, I find so spiritually. Somebody's attacking me.
Mebaho ba. I suffer bebre me suffer, but I could show for the doors. And no more di a man. Sometimes women go to a softening casaminia, sometimes we want to make a cow to say a bobby room and no tea, but a bobby and but a nana dry skin and the estrogen hormones play that in the body. In so be who say who cow a beka kawa obi akasa wetin akasa na ntonton wa ha ana bag se bi reme and obi a nkwa it's a symptom into be aya na for some time no dey call your friend say suffer ho the suffer is na obenya bibia aka akere no say we dey say attack ho and na ya attack ho na wo twatwa ho maybe ma wa anointing oil bi na me ma obi bi na fa ko dware fe enka hwe e menopause. But enam say ignorance inti. Ignorance is sometimes what you have bloating. What you want say untumi nja ahom we yefunu. We yefunu are so bloated. I didn't what don't say I didn't full of gas. Wo be say ayesa na be say atare wo share ne o kina untumi wotu jeans mu kra nto. I didn't and I experienced it one minute into how to do a research was any naka menopause symptoms na ho. And sometimes you say, "Ubenya acid reflux." Acid reflux sometimes it looks like a heart attack. You say when the stomach is full of acid, it travels onto your heart area,
and probably you may even get angina out of it.
Exactly. And normally, it happen around 11:30 to 12 midnight, and I don't know why. So acid reflux, no. E bon say won tumi nja home. Inti sa no bi o wo fie omega acid bi wo ho a, antacid bi wo ho a. Now wafa, then you belch and then it releases itself. Now what's na okakra. And all these things, obi wo hon ma, unim inti odi call no suffer. Hey, no spiritually, can spiritual things be brace and ka wunya attack or wunya sa. But this is a pure symptom of menopause. And sana just says, and she just say, "Woo, e bia wenya your friend said ulcer." And I said there's too much acid in you. Inti so alkaline your body. And then also drink a lot of water. Dehydration is one culprit, a trigger most of the symptoms. You have to keep yourself hydrated. Drinking water. Water should be your culture. Try and drink water. Into some of these things, a man, a woman, and you're ignorant. And doctors they are playing on our ignorance.
So to the woman watching us, menopause is real.
Yes.
So far as how do we prepare our mind for menopause?
Okay. How to prepare your mind? Lifestyle change.
Okay.
We do age beer from 45. I always say, we did yes, I was share. Too much spicy food, oily food, sugar. And junk, and with the pizza, maybe once in a while if you want to give yourself a treat. But say if you continue the way you live and the way you were eating when you were 20, you were 30 now, it triggers the symptoms to be very aggressive on your body. But if you cut down on these things and then you look to a better way of life and exercising, and keeping yourself happy, cutting the stress. Cutting the stress. Oba, stress is one of the number one triggers to the symptoms that come. mental health, anxiety, depression. A lot of women get so depressed. They are taking antidepressants during menopause. You naturally get depressed. And the rage and anger, you become, there is this area of rage and anger in you. It is part of menopause. In a workplace, no, we have workplace challenges. If your boss, no, she was so nice. And then baby kakra, ay, na koma. Baby kakra na temperaments. Baby na rage, ni wefu say. Please pardon that woman. She's going through a lot, but she can't tell you, and sometimes she herself, she doesn't even know. Ni dia kofi. Ben man ye bibi kakrebi, ni the rage, anger, ni dia meeting. Because a lot is going on in the body, and it's part of it. And also, so I wouldn't say jealousy cry is been noted, say it's part of the symptoms. We become overly jealous.
Oh,
even
really?
with our friends. We are jealousy, we're down for shot, and we cry, and it's all part of it. Because it's working with the mind and the brain and the nervous system. Into anything can happen at that time.
We mentioned lifestyle. The average woman, the African woman, the Ghanaian woman, or started probably after university and also after skill training, 25, 26, things weren't that good for me to live the life I want to. 30, 35, the group me peak, business-wise, professional-wise, I've gained experience, 45 to 55, 60. That is where experience is not magadano can be useful to me. Now I say we should manage stress. We should reduce stress by whatever means possible. How? Should all the experiences be discarded simply because I'm in my menopause? And also, how do we manage stress aspects? No, you remember the jealousy and those antics, but these are real things. This time, many experience power with you. In fact, me bomb and sano idea way beba, and I have to be in motion. I have to. But that time, no pre-menopausal signs being tea. So you're quite nearby.
First, in the sense that when you need health, you can't do what you got to do. And yes, I will be giant what achieving now over the years, say because of stress in your but you take precaution. Now my health because we do that age in the crown. Me subscriber ma and ma say my blood works in here every year.
Okay.
Or blood works. Check your kidneys, your livers, your organs, all the 4 blood works in a year. We are now be who say, okay, baby, I'm now health money. And see whatever I'm doing, you know, as I'm taking precaution in this age. Maybe the way I'm eating, my carbohydrate is too much near there, my stress level, say, and now some of the minerals, minerals, you see, we do some AGBR. The body cannot naturally break down certain minerals and certain vitamins. Into if I have to supplement it, into my blood works in here, then it will be easier for you to go on with that whatever you want to go on with. Not stress in the back, but you don't do your blood works. And you're not going to pay anymore. And you're not sister. Once you perceive baby, we do what blow your breath for. See, say you're going to mess up with it. You're going to or why and ma like that is a biological world. We cannot run away from it. But there are so many ways we can do to kind of calm certain things or manage the situation.
For our good.
For our good.
And you talk like you say no and live well. Pastor Anita Benton Williams, were you counselor or your software, but or you pre and menopausal researcher. And that's the Jumano and the discussing the Talk Live. As always, the days home near the Talk Live free brew. And then, as usual, mentally uncle for the days classic at and shanty from my wardrobe. Young Beauty Parlor, a face beat. Pastor Anita Williams and Goye, ye better so. in part 2. Follow yẹn our socials so Talk Live TV on both YouTube and TikTok. Talk Live GH, Facebook and Instagram. Yes, it no, and live on. That's it.